Hey everybody, it's Abby. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about my makeup addiction story. I've seen a couple of these videos floating around and I just did a blog post on this, well, yesterday at the time I'm filming this, but it'll probably be a couple days ago by the time I get this uploaded. So that's like really detailed with like dates and all kinds of stuff on there. So if you're interested in reading that, go and check it out. I have a link. It's just askaland.com. It should be the most recent one because I don't post on there very much. But, so I just wanted to talk about kind of how I got to where I am. It's obvious from my channel that I do project pans and no buys and stuff like that. So I just wanted to kind of give more of a background on, you know, how I got here, how that all got started. Maybe it'll help you on your journey as well. So I don't remember exactly how I got started into makeup. I know at some point I found a tutorial that I'm going to actually recreate here soon, hopefully, from an Adam Lambert album cover. I watched him on American Idol and I loved him so much, and I got his first CD for your entertainment, and he had this really like yellow and purple type makeup look, and I kind of wanted to recreate that. So I was like, well, I don't know anything about this, how do I do that? So I somehow came across the YouTube video, and I have a couple in a playlist, so I don't remember which one or who it was that did the tutorial, but I like bought all the products that they use and stuff, and like did that makeup look for forever, I think. And yeah, so then after that I kind of stumbled across, at the time I think I was on Reddit, and I stumbled across the makeup addiction subreddit. Like Reddit, if you've never been on there before, it's like categorized into things. So it's not like one big whole, like Twitter or something where it's just everything. It's kind of categorized into smaller sections. And on makeup addiction, it was just more like people would post like their makeup look, and people give them, you know, constructive feedback on how they can improve it. People talked about new makeup releases, sales, all kinds of stuff like that. And so I would just kind of browse that, and I found a lot of makeup products through that I don't really think that I liked. I just kind of bought them because everybody was talking about them. Like, I know some things that were really popular on there were like the Revlon Black Cherry lipstick, the Smoked Peach lipstick, a whole bunch of stuff. So I bought all that kind of stuff just because of makeup addiction. And then I kind of talked about on one of the posts, like I made comments about like kind of wanting to save money, and somebody like private messaged me and said, hey, I saw some of your comments, I'm starting this other subreddit called Makeup Rehab. And I was like, yeah, that's cool, you know, I'll join that. And then it was Makeup Rehab. The subreddit is about more like project pans. People, they did like a TMO thing where talk me out of this. So like if there's a new palette or something that comes out, then they'll say talk me out of this, blah blah. Here's what I have in my collection. Should I buy this or should I not? You know. And so I joined that. I have notes here. That was in July 2014. So that was about 3.5 years ago. And I wasn't really that serious about it though. I mean, I did some of the little dare type things, like, you know, 30 days of lipstick, where I use a different lipstick for 30 days, which actually now I don't think I could even do that because I don't know if I have 30 lipsticks or not. But back then I would do that, and, you know, once you use it for a day, then just see if you like it, and if you don't like it, get rid of it, you know, stuff like that. And I had tried to do like project pans, but I had so much makeup that I would just, and then I would just keep buying stuff. You know, project pan is not really helpful if you just keep buying more and more stuff than you're actually trying to pan, so it just didn't really work out. I didn't finish anything. And so I would just buy and buy stuff, because at this point I was living on my own. I didn't actually move out until 2016, and I was just living with my parents, so I didn't have that many bills. Like, I didn't even pay my cell phone bill. I didn't pay I kind of paid my mom for my insurance, but like, other than that, I didn't really have anything else to pay for. And then in May 2015, I tried to go cruelty free, just to, because, you know, it's around the time that I started being vegan, so I was like, well, I should go cruelty free with my product, it's only right. So and I thought that would kind of help me to slow down on spending a little bit, because there are less options for you when you're cruelty free, because you can't just go to the drugstore and just buy a cart full of stuff, you know. So I thought that would help me save money, but it really didn't, because then I was learning about all these new cruelty-free brands, and I was like, oh, I want to try this, I want to try this, I want to try this, and then I was actually buying more stuff than I would have normally, just because I wanted to try out all the new cruelty-free stuff. And then I had tried to, I posted about this on Makeup Rehab, I tried to do like a huge project pan, like use up every single thing that I owned that wasn't cruelty-free, which was like 100, 120, maybe 150, I don't even remember, products, and I used up like maybe 5 of them that were like almost empty, and then I just, over the course of the next couple of years, I just ended up destashing them all, or like selling them on Makeup Exchange, which is another subreddit where you can like sell like slightly used makeup and stuff. And so after all of that, in 2015, I just wanted to see how much I was spending, because it was a lot, and at this point, I was kind of thinking about moving out, so, you know, I needed to, like, get my financial situation straight before I move out on my own and have all these bills I've never had before. And so I wrote down from January all the way through, I think, December that year, exactly how much I spent on every makeup product, and some months it was over $300 a month, some months it was like less than 50, where I just bought, you know, like makeup wipes or something. And that really helped me to realize that, wow, I'm spending a lot of money. And then, like, because I had to write everything down, I was like, do I really want to go to, like, Walgreens and buy, like, 15 lipsticks? I have to write them all down. So that kind of slowed me down just a little bit. But then somehow I turned to nail polish around the same time, and that just kind of, the spending on that just kind of skyrocketed. And that's how my second channel was born, Askeland Polished, where I tried to do, like, vegan and cruelty-free nail polish. So I was buying a ton of stuff for that. I think at one point I had about 200 or so nail polishes. Now I have right around 50, maybe less. So I did like a massive declutter before I moved out in 2016, at the end of 2016. And then I ended up moving out of state about 6 months later, earlier this year. And then I did another big declutter then, and then once I moved into the apartment in Maryland, which is where I went, and then I did another declutter there, and now I am down to like not much at all. I mean, you can go and watch my putting away my makeup after moving, when I moved back in, because this is my parents' house that I'm in now. So it just, I feel like this happened really, really fast, because some people like started watching YouTube, gosh, back when like makeup kind of became a thing. It was about 10 years ago, I think it was, where like all the beauty channels kind of started and YouTube became popular. But mine's been like over the past 4 years, like a little over 4 years, so this is kind of like a short period of time to buy all this makeup and then realize I don't need it and then get rid of it. So, but through that I had started project pans. I wasn't really that successful with project pans until very recently. My 13 by Halloween, I can't remember what it's called. That was the most successful project pan I think I've ever had. I used up almost everything that I had in there. And now I've learned that like project pan just helped me realize that how long it takes to use up products. And I think that's pretty valuable, but the most valuable thing that I've learned from doing project pans and stuff is that, you know, I have specific preferences for like the types of foundation, types of concealers, types of eyeshadows, types of lip products, stuff like that I like. And so then in the future, when I'm not on a no-buy, because I'm literally like flat broke right now, I have less than $100 to my name, and I don't get paid for another 2 weeks. So I've just learned that, you know, in the future, if I ever purchase something again, I know what to avoid because I know what my preferences are. So like, I had a crap ton of lip glosses. I've always hated lip glosses. And I don't know why. I had like every color of the NYX Butter Glosses. I had a bunch of the Revlon ones and just some other random stuff that I had bought because somebody else was using it and liked it and, you know, all that fun stuff. And then I'd buy like every color of a lip product just so I could use them. And on my channel quite a while back, I did a series where I used every single one of those NYX macaroon lipsticks, where they were like all NYX's weird, like the first weird color range that they did. And yeah, I decluttered all of those. So I've just realized that makeup is not as important to me. I mean, I like it and I like wearing it and I like making the videos and blog posts and stuff about it, but it's just not like the be all end all. I need to save money for things like rent, food, important things like that. I can't be spending upwards of $300 a month on makeup and stuff. Eventually, if my channel, grows some, and I really hope to turn this into like a more like a review source kind of for good products or like good cruelty-free and vegan products. I know there's a few channels out there that do that, but I just kind of want this community to grow because there's limited information, even for myself with the other people because I use products that I haven't seen anybody else in, the vegan cruelty-free beauty niche on YouTube talk about. So maybe at some point I'll have a little bit of a larger collection, but for the time being, I'm completely okay with what I have now. I don't foresee myself, like as far as the no-buy goes, I don't foresee myself needing anything really anytime soon. I mean, I'm kind of running out of like one of my powders, but that's about it. I have a couple mascaras and a couple foundations, so I'm pretty set, and that just gives me more time to kind of play with the stuff that I use. Like I have a couple new palettes. I'm doing a pan that palette. I actually have 2 palettes that I'm going to try to pan. And I have a makeup that I want to use up in 2018 that I'm going to share at the end of this, or later on this month. Yeah, so that's just a lot of information at once. I just want to kind of hone in my focus and know what kind of makeup products that I like, and then maybe try some new ones here and there. But I definitely don't want my collection to grow as out of control as it was. And if I have those Alex drawers back there full of makeup that I absolutely love, that's great. But before, it was just full of stuff that I didn't need, that I just bought because I thought that I had to fill those to the brim, and that's not true. Like now I actually don't even have any makeup in there whatsoever. I just have like random stuff. But I have a smaller drawer set. Again, back to that putting on my makeup video. It's just a smaller drawer set from Ikea, and all of my products, like I can lay them out flat in those tiny drawers, and they don't like lay over top of each other. I don't have to move stuff around to try to find a product that I want, and stuff doesn't get pushed to the back of the drawer and I never see it again. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy with where I am at right now, but I feel like this is going to be more of a journey, and it's just kind of a stop, or just a flat point in my journey of working with makeup and stuff. So I mean, it could influx. I just don't want to do that nonsense of buying a bunch of stuff and then decluttering, buy a bunch of stuff and declutter. Like I just want to declutter as I go. Like if I get a product that I don't like, or because I try to give stuff a fair shot. Like there's been quite a few products where I just kind of keep them around and keep trying them, and then sometimes I end up liking them. So I mean, I just want to give stuff a fair shot and declutter it as I see it. Like I just don't want to do this huge purge and just keep around all this makeup until I do a video about it, because it's just not good for you, because it's like mental clutter too. So hopefully this video was helpful. If you thought it was, please give this video a thumbs up so I know. Let me know if you have a similar story in the comments below. I'd like to hear about it. And I will link a few more videos like this that I've seen in the description box, and yeah, please subscribe so you don't miss any future videos like project pans or anything, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.